Hope all you swabbies are still awake. Late Night Mega here. Last time we finished off Tier 3, so now it's time to go to Tier 4. Oh, this thing is scary. What is this? Chuck magnet? Hold it right there. The engine room is off limits to normal passengers. State your business. I'm here for the simulations. Simulations! I told the captains there it was off limits. Fine, go have your so-called fun. It's not like we're trying to work here. What else do you say? You're on business. Hero my face. Oh, I'm here on hero business. Okay. So much text. Why did this even need... I'm an abnormal passenger? You and everyone else on this boat. Okay, at least that wasn't like 3 pages of... Why are the characters in cutscenes in this so wordy? Anyway, 79th place by Dareth, The Outer Excavation. It's average score of 48.75. Alright, what do we got here? We got that. We've seen those enemies before. Crystal Droppers and the Bubble Man. What we have space gravity. Okay, so they're gonna do Crystal Droppers. I was expecting the Drill Man blocks to come out, but oh, why the pickaxe? Oh, those things don't have a massive amount of health like they do in Mega Man. Oh, this is... This is a bad combination. I guess they were so slow to come out, it was okay. But, dang. That could have gone very poorly with no... Oh, I'm full up on Easy Ease. Yeah, I like those things having less health. Oh, now here's a cool use of the Crystal Dropper. Use it in a mini-boss fight. I approve. Oh, there's that thing. Yeah, I'm like itching my nose as it's... Where was that thing from? Is that from one of the Game Boy Mega Man games? Probably. And Sudden Guts Man. Well, you're already pretty weak to that, but it's... Not your weakness. Homing Sniper. It's already... you know, killed so many other bosses, it may as well be Duck Gutsman's weakness, too. Enemies that weren't in their level, their mystery box, so that's kind of cool. Adding some other enemies to complement what you do have. What we do have is a lot going on the screen. And a springy thing that doesn't want to cooperate and jump up next to me. Interesting placement there. This... Alright. It's reasonable. Alright, let's mix it up, shall we? That's just such a good weapon for all the enemies above us. And we have... Isn't this Pluto's music from Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy? It's definitely from Mega Man 5 on the Game Boy. Really? Yes, I was gonna slide into that. Oh, I want... Actually, I have Beat. Beat. Fetch. Good bird. Whoa, you can't just drop more springs on me. That's not cool. I like I like that challenge better than the one we had at the beginning, where you just had tons of endless drops where there was no safe place to stay. No, I shot Eddie. Thank you, Eddie. Another mini boss again. Well, this is not super effective. And I guess trying to combine it with that thing coming out, but that one did not work as well as intended. I was gonna say, despite it in all of the scary-looking challenges, we were... What? No. That is not appropriate. That is a horrendous lack of checkpointing. Are you kidding me? Apparently we excavated most of the checkpoints out of this stage. Very much not appropriate, because there was a lot of stage we went through. Yeah, we went through all of this. We fought another mini-boss. All this danger. There should have definitely been another checkpoint before all of this. Oh, I didn't think that I was coming back. No. There's Eddie. Yeah, there definitely should have been a checkpoint. Oh. Yeah, half their attacks just go and do nothing, and half those guys that come out just bounce up and off into nothing. Alright, well, we're gonna do this. Because I'm not putting up with this. That's kind of a nasty enemy placement. Somewhat nasty challenge. Oh, gosh. I thought that guy was going to turn around sooner than he did. Oh, I wanted that. And here we get a checkpoint. Yeah. Just that one spot and not having a checkpoint before that. Ooh, Uranus. You're weak to salt water. You are immune to salt water. So disappointing. Oh, hello. Oh, weren't you weak to Pluto's attack, so you should be weak to the dash on Tengu Blade that's kind of like Pluto. And lo and behold, he is. Man, I love this music. I guess that didn't work so well because his ground hopping, like, knocked me out of the thing, and that's why I was taking all that damage. Yeah, other than a lack of checkpoints, just that one challenge sending me so far back, the stage was pretty decent. And of course that first stretch I wasn't a big fan of, even though I didn't die in it. When the level started, I was really into it. The gimmicks worked really well with low gravity, and the enemies felt more like something to avoid than something to fight. The Gutsman tile set mixed with the space one looked really good. Then when you got to the mini-bosses, the level starts to go downhill. 2 mini-bosses in a row was just too much of a drain, and suddenly losing the low gravity just felt weird. Then the level turns into just being Drill Man's stage, and all the cool stuff from the first section is gone. For the love of God, this section needed another checkpoint. Yes, it's super instant death heavy, overly long, and it's just okay otherwise. This level felt like just a big letdown to me. It's not awful, but I just don't think the underground section is terribly fun. It's just okay. It feels like such a departure from the earlier part where that feels out of place. I think pursuing either idea would be better than just throwing the two together like this. I'd have preferred a level more like the first part, but if the whole level was just the underground and just more fleshed out, it could have also been better. It just feels so disjointed. Yeah, I pretty much agree with Parmesan. I find myself agreeing with him a lot. The part before Gutsman was boring and dragged a bit. Yeah, that one stretch just kind of like repeated the same sort of thing over and over. After that, though, it certainly picked up a lot. It would have easily done without the beginning part starting you right off in the caves. Besides that, the cave section was fun. The combo of the bubble platforms and the crystal droppers was well handled inside of there. Also, Pluto's theme. It is Pluto's theme. Ha, I was right. Kind of a mix of, like, Parmesan like the first part, PK Ouija like the second part. I mean, I didn't hate either part of them. Do I even need to point out the fun score here in comparison to the Metroid stage anymore? Sometimes one little thing completely incidental to the level design can completely destroy your enjoyment of a level. For me, it was the lack of a checkpoint before or after the mid-boss. I understand the logic behind not placing it there, given that there are the requisite 2 checkpoints at the midpoint and right before the final boss, but in practice, every single death I had in the second half of the level happened at exactly the same point in the level, where that godforsaken Pepsi can was hopping around on the Bubble Man platform. Yeah, that's why I rush-jetted over that the second time, because I didn't want to go that far back. I did not enjoy wasting a minute between attempts at that part. Eventually, I just stood backwards on a rush jet that crossed my fingers that I wouldn't get hit. This level mostly struggles from the poor use of the Crystal Man drops, which were awful in Mega Man 5, but even worse here. No, they're worse in Mega Man 5. With no tell to when they're going to fight. They're pretty sparsely timed out. They're either a lame waiting game if you have solid ground to stand on, or a nail-biting hell ride if you're hopping between falling platforms, and thus have to chance not getting hit. There's also a handful of extremely inconvenient enemy placement. Well, if you want to complain about inconvenient enemy placements, have I got a stage for you? Almost all of which involved enemies that are hard to dispose of quickly, being placed right by the platforms over spikes and pits. The parts of the level that don't rely on those sorts of scenarios are handled well enough, but they're overshadowed by those truly annoying sections. It feels weird to play what is essentially 2 mini-levels shoved together into one. I always have to question the use of an actual Robot Master as a mini-boss, especially when there are 2 other mini-bosses in the same stage. Yeah, the Gutsman thing did feel kind of weird, but having Gutsman and Uranus in the same stage kind of makes sense, because they both kind of do the hopping earthquakey thing. So I get that. I don't know if it's padding, but sometimes that always feels off to me. The general gist of the level is pretty average, with not much to talk about, but I want to bring special notice to the problems with the Bubble Man platform introduction. You immediately pair them up with the falling crystals, which combines a waiting challenge with that of a gotta get off these platforms fast challenge. Yeah, That was the stretch I did not care for. Which is good and all if it wasn't the first time we see the platforms in the entire level. Especially if someone doesn't know that you can jump on them repeatedly. It just makes the opening needlessly difficult for someone who wouldn't know how the platforms work. I think it would work great as an end of the level challenge, except it is an end of the level challenge but shorter. Can some of your essays be shorter, judges? I mean, that was just a super wordy sentence. To say that something needed to be shorter. The irony. It may seem weird to say from someone who knows how all these gimmicks work already, but even when you know how they work, a cohesive difficulty curve is really important for making a level click. After the click, I wanted to say clickbait. Like, why would you want to make the level clickbait? I taste everything that moves up through these pipes, and I decide whether to keep it moving or spit it out. That sounds disgusting. How's your day going? Mr. Shark, there's no time to fix the oven. I need you to cook a pizza on the engine and deliver it in 15 seconds or less. We'll talk to Sharky then. Can he change the laws of physics? I've got to have 30 seconds. Okay. Well, I guess next time we'll be 78th place, so for now, I'll take my leave.